When he was just 5, Jason lost his father. So Jason Powell's mom put him in the Big Brothers program. Jason Powell went on to walk on and letter, playing Division I football. To give back after graduating, Jason Powell went to work at Big Brothers Big Sisters.
I get it. I'm in touch with the middle class. That's why I want to give back and get results for our community.
Jason Powell for representative. Powell for the people.
What really motivated me into public life was watching our city, which was dominated by the steel industry, watching it decline and realizing that if we didn't do something to change, that this great community where my family had been, where I was raised, where I'd been given all this opportunity, was not going to be the same. That's what propelled me to run for city council and ultimately a mayor in the city of Bethlehem. Well, when I came in as mayor in January 1998, and I was 31 years old, my third day in office, the downtown hotel closed. Our third month in office, the steel company closed. We had over $350 million worth of debt. We had lost 20,000 jobs over the last couple of decades. Taxes had gone up 9 out of the previous 10 years, and there was a lost sense of hope among people. We had to go to work on, first and foremost, restoring hope, putting forward a vision, working to revitalize that old Bethlehem steel land. And 10 years later, there's been over $2 billion in new investment, 10,000 new jobs created. And last year, Money Magazine picked Bethlehem as one of the best 100 places to live in the entire United States of America. We got it right. We got it right. We made the right moves. We focused on revitalizing our economy, mixed-use redevelopment, investing in restaurants and bringing people to the downtown, making the city safe and clean, has resulted in what has been called an economic renaissance.
The next commercial was a Polly Award winner.
After the storms, Michael Catalanato was living in a car, no help from FEMA, forced to stop treatments for colon cancer. He called Charlie Melanson.
When I called Mr. Melanson's office, I was just literally in tears. I felt part of a family when I walked in that office. I felt I was saved. He may think he gave me this much help. I asked for an inch, he gave me 2 feet.
I'm Charlie Melanson, and I approve this ad.
My mother loved life. But after her cancer spread to her bones and vital organs, she decided to use Oregon's Death with Dignity law. The law required her to make 3 requests for 2 doctors to approve and for waiting periods. The proposed Washington law requires the same. When she went, it was how she lived, with her dignity. As a doctor and a daughter, I can tell you the Death with Dignity law is safe. It works.
One Sunday morning, we woke up and she was very sick. It became more than just the flu. She became lethargic. She died 3.5 hours after the time we took her to the hospital. She had an illness that could have been detected through newborn screening. The test only cost $25 to have it done. We worked with Wes Schumeyer, and he passed a bill that would require newborn screening. Thanks to Wes, parents won't have to go through what we went through.
Growing up here, Stephen Reed learned about faith, family, and fairness. Those values will guide Stephen Reed as probate judge. Stephen worked with a Fortune 500 company, and he will serve in the tradition of the leaders who inspired him.
I believe to whom much is given, much is required. I want to give back and serve the people of Montgomery County with fiscal responsibility and integrity.
Democrat for probate judge.
Stephen Reed. Daddy.
When I was diagnosed with breast cancer, I was pregnant. It was a nightmare. Thankfully, I didn't have to worry about my job, paycheck, or insurance because I worked for Paul Nichols. In fact, 3 of us in Paul's company survived very serious illnesses at different times. Paul was incredibly supportive of all of us. I know Paul Nichols, and I would trust Paul to do the right thing and help people every time.
Paul Nichols, fighting for what matters.
A Colorado family struggling with breast cancer. It changes everything.
When a woman faces breast cancer like I did, a mammogram is a life-saving test.
An insurance salesman, Spencer Swam, has a plan to allow insurance companies to deny coverage for basic cancer screenings.
Spencer Swam puts insurance company profits over my health. After all our family has been through, how could Spencer Swam even look us in the eye?